ArchieLuxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind a family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxy show. Archie flies where the dragon soared to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost but he's not alone. In old Shenzen's glow, he likes to stray with Mrs. Lai. They bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York, what show? Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground, comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust, has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Tongues on strings, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, 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 hello. This is the last day from Shenzen. I'm packing my bags up, getting ready to go. That's right, guys. This is the last day. I am going back home. And the next journey I make will be to, I'm actually coming back to Hong Kong, Shenzhen in March to go to Geneva. Speaking of good guests, we've got Mark Goldberg, the world's greatest dog trainer. World's greatest.
So right there, I'm an Omega man.
Omega man. Hey, by the way there, Marky, we've got a super chat from Watch Nick. Watch Nick, thank you so much. $1, a super sticker. Thank you, Watch Nick. We do appreciate the business you send us. Mark Goldberg, I had a look at the Tim Mosso video.
Tim Mosso is not a Breguet man.
He didn't say that. These were ones that got away for various reasons, and
because the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Super chat.
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. Do you feel Terry has insightful questions for you, AC3?
Oh my God.
I kind of like Terry. I like him.
How can you?
He's
not?
harmless, but he's a bit annoying.
A little bit.
If you mixed Mike, you mixed Eddie, and you mixed.
No, that's it. Mike and Eddie equals Terry.
Okay.
Oh wait, we forgot Ross Rachel Brady. If you throw in just like a little sprinkle,
pixie dust.
Ross Rachel Brady.
By the way, it is time for me to leave. I am leaving Shenzen.
I heard that.
Now, you can see my bag behind me. You see the bag behind me?
I do. It's a very small bag.
No, that's actually a big bag. It's big. But can you see the Starbucks logo there upside down?
Oh, be careful with
that. He wants the packaging as well, doesn't he? He wants the packaging.
The packaging, the hang tag, the receipt.
Yeah. So I've packed it. I'm going to post it from Australia. I think, fuck it. I'll post it from Australia. It's going to be more expensive, but I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's a write-off. Look on the bright side. You can write it off.
Look, the good news is that it gets, I'll be honest with you.
I'll tell you what it gets me.
But don't you agree that's the best gift? It's not a gift for yourself. It's something you can give. Like that fuckwit Raphael. Raphael, that fuckwit egomaniac, right?
No.
He's in Tattersalls Club. Tattersalls Club guy. No, not Tattersalls. He's in the Tangling Club. It's only cool going to these exclusive places if you've got a lady or a guy if you're that way inclined who you can impress.
Bring your trophy.
You just go there.
Yeah.
You just look like a dick.
Bring the trophy.
You know what I mean?
Super chat.
We got a super chat from Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman, $3. Terry's a nice fella. Support your pontiff. Thank you so much.
Terry's a nice fella, and fella's a nice Terry.
Yes. I've got to tell you something, Marky. The gifts that you give to your significant other, they're the best gifts. Because let's face it, do you really need anything? Do we really need anything? Do we really need another fountain pen? What is it we need? You know what we need?
Didn't even need one of those.
Sorry?
I said fountain pens. Nobody even needs one of those. It's not 1890.
Well, I do because I write many cards.
You think? Well, all right. You need.
Look at that. Puppy dogs and balloons. Look at that dog trainer.
God forbid you use a Bic. On that one.
But I just think it's nice I like writing. I love the art of writing. You know what I mean? You write letters and.
I do. I have some of your writing right here. Look, at the right around September.
She would have done anything for me.
She would have. I feel like she would have installed the Taiwan basket. She would have done everything. But then she had to tell her adult children that, you cucked her. So she felt a little bad about that, I think.
Cuck.
Anyway.
That's such a horrible word to use.
No. If you'd have just told her in the first place, it probably would have been okay.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have been interested if I told her in the first place.
I mean,
I would have somebody who would allow me to do that in the first place.
I think if you gave her a little tiny taste, you set the hook, and that's when you tell her right then, right there. Okay,
I wasn't professional there. Amateur hour.
You waited far too long. And anyway, look, I don't need anything. What I do is I stop buying myself shit in like September, and I give them a list of things I want that I'm just trying not to buy for myself. Right, Alex? Isn't that what we do?
Yeah, of course, Mike. Right? No,
it's Mark, the world's greatest.
Mark. I almost had it. I almost had it, Mark. I'm sorry.
Don't you worry about it, Alan. I got you right back.
I want you, Marky. I want to give you one bit of advice.
Yes, please.
You need to do a Nico Leonard.
I need to do a Zenith.
What you need to do is he calls himself world authority. He always keeps saying that. So you got to say world's greatest dog trainer. You're not just a dog trainer.
You do it for me.
Well, no, Mark. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs. Yeah. My father had a garage and gas station in Brooklyn, and he kept dogs to run loose in the garage at night. But he always had a male-female team, so when he locked them up in the back during the day, they would have something to do. And we always had
make more.
Yeah, tons and tons. Always had German Shepherd puppies around the household growing up.
I got a German Shepherd laying down right here, right over there.
We got a super chat. Tell Philippe $2. Alex, are you a Breguet man? You betcha he's a Breguet man. He's a Zenith man, which
I love
Zenith,
Breguet.
Hey, why did you choose the open heart over the standard one? Because everyone keeps criticizing me. They said, oh, it's like a hillbilly tourbillon. I got to tell you, that open heart is incredible. Number one, it's 42 mil, so it's a good size. Number two, if you actually wear it for a week, you actually fall in love.
I fell out. I wore an El Primo for 2 weeks and then sold it. I was like, ooh, this is flimsy. This is cheap and nasty.
No. The reason that I picked the El Primero Chronomaster Open Heart is it is not a hillbilly tourbillon because the Open Heart has always been an aspect of watch design. And in this case, it's not just showing the balance wheel, it's also showing the escapement, the pallet fork and the escapement wheel. And the second hand is directly connected to the escapement wheel, So it's an expression of the horological aspect of the watch shown on its face. I can recognize that there are people who don't appreciate that, or I shouldn't say appreciate, that people who don't desire that. And that's why they make one with a closed face. So that, but what I don't understand are the people who denigrate the ones that aren't their taste, open heart guys saying the closed face isn't, cool enough, or the closed face guys saying that the open heart. I mean, think about how few people even wear watches nowadays. Mark, no hate on nothing. Nobody, no hates. You too, Archie. You tough guy.
I had the tricolor. I found it extremely
AC3. We do appreciate you accepting to judge host the OC versus Watch Nicholas Watch Trivia Challenge in Geneva. You were chosen as the live. Hey, that's cool, man. We'll do that. We will do it. By the way, Tanzil, I have got a guy who I've given his details to, Kesslowitz. He wants to take us around and show us a few things. Alex, are you going to Geneva?
For Watches and Wonders?
Yes.
I've been really thinking about it, and it's a train ride for me. So the hardest thing for me would be getting a hotel. I'm literally going to be coming right off the back of. I'm on a train tomorrow to Munich. Then I'm in Heilbronn at the Technical University there on Thursday, and then in 3 weeks, I'm going to be in Nuremberg for the Embedded World Conference. Embedded World, embedded electronic engineering. So microcontrollers, field programmable gate arrays, that kind of stuff. And then I'm flying to Atlanta mid-March for the Applied Power Electronics Conference. Is that a no? It's a maybe. It's a maybe. If I get back from all this travel and I manage to recover by early April and I can find a reasonably priced hotel room, you'll see me there.
How's the publishing business? Because I published a trade magazine for 30 years. And as you and I both know, that whole industry has shrank by about 80%. Yet there are some trade magazines which have managed to continue. I know you're going to wave yours around. There are some magazines which have managed much thinner than it was, isn't it?
But no, this magazine is 120.
Go back 20 years. Isn't your page count down? Like, I'm just wondering what.
Well, no, this magazine's only 10 years old.
I see.
This magazine's only 10 years old.
Well, as you know, the entire industry shrank by about 80% over the last 20 years. Now.
Oh.
Yeah,
I remember the great shrinkage. I used to stick on a bulletin board all the magazines that were our competitors that had fallen out of business, and I always told the team, because I was editorial director of Advantage Business Media's magazines back then, Electronic Component News medical design technology and
Yeah, it's
wireless
funny.
design.
I started in New York in the early '80s with a magazine called Audiovisual Communications, and it was all about all the, what was then cutting edge AV for
Gadgets. The gadgets are always cool. Well, and that's what I love about what I do, because I work at the algae level. The microcontrollers, the semiconductors,
Let me just catch up here. I've got to catch up because we've got to catch up to the super chats. We've got
Patel. Oh, be honest. He's asking me what I think.
Well, let Archie read it.
Hey, thoughts. What do you think of Breguet?
I honestly do think Breguet makes awesome stuff. And that 3-piece combo that Archie recently acquired, the gold, I'm not a big gold fan, but those are gorgeous pieces. And the interesting thing about it is that 3-piece collection that he recently picked up, he could literally toss everything else, but no, you can't, because you got to have the Speedy. You got to have this. I mean, that's the nice thing about having a large collection. You have a lot of variety and some really beautiful pieces that you could choose from. But frankly, those 3 that he got recently are a 3-watch collection in and of themselves. You could just get away with just wearing those 3 the rest of your life. Amen.
I'm a magazine person. See, this is, I love classic cars. And I got to tell you, there's nothing better than a
super chat.
A magazine. Patel Philippe, $2. Alex, magazines bring me so much joy. I love to sit down with a magazine. Look at that. Smell the ink.
Well, this one's a little boring here.
Look at this. How could you fucking not? Mercedes-Benz. I love Benzes, Beamers. Look at this shit. This is. I'm taking this whenever I travel. I take 1 or 2 magazines because I love to read. Nothing beats magazines. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah,
I have 2 libraries. I've got 2 libraries in my house.
I haven't read a magazine in years, but the odd thing is I used to write for them, and I've written just hundreds, probably
the biggest thing stopping me getting divorced is I'm worried what will happen to my library.
Working on deadline and magazines taught me to bang out a 500 to 1,000-word article in about 20 minutes.
Well, I'm constantly chasing deadlines myself. But I mean, like, look at the headline on this: cybersecurity and resiliency in low inertia power electronic systems.
We used to have a bunch of PhDs writing for us because those fuckers had to publish. So
and that's exactly what we're a peer-reviewed journal. It takes every article in here was read by 2 other engineers.
That is how it is done.
But I mean, seriously, let's be totally honest there, okay? It's like the news business, the newspaper business. It's
you're in the news
dead.
business, Archie.
It's dead. It's dead. It is dying. The newspapers,
it doesn't die, it changes.
On full screen, some of his pieces and hear about them. Thanks, Arch. Yes, we certainly can. Tell us your favorite, your grail is let's get that Zenith up there. Why is it? Because people criticize me for my Zenith, but I really think it's horology. It's got a historical significance.
I love my Zenith.
And the other thing is that it has the running seconds. You actually can see the running seconds in that watch, can't you? Tell us what you love about it. Well,
I do love it because the thing is, as I was saying earlier, it's not just an open heart that shows the balance wheel, because there are quite a few open hearts that just have the round balance wheel, that the hole to show the balance wheel. This shows you the entire escapement. You can see the pallet fork, you can see the escapement wheel, and then the escapement wheel is directly attached to that 3-handed second hand. So the reason it's a 3-handed second hand is because it's an open heart, there are only second ticks on 1/3 of the arc of the hole. So there are 3 hands on the second hand. So there's always a second hand going along the metric there, or whatever, the indices for the seconds. See, so they thought it out. They didn't just cut a hole. And if you see, the hole has got a screwed down grommet applique, whatever, it's not just a hole cut in the face so you can see the balance wheel bang back and forth. And I recognize there are people who like the closed face, and that's why they make a closed face, right? But
the best thing I like about the open heart is that it doesn't have the date function.
no, it isn't. It's a no date. Exactly. It's which is also really beautiful. It's all about the time. It's a very elegant presentation. It's only the time, no date.
Now, did you buy yours used or brand new? Tell us the story of you acquiring your open heart.
What happened with me was I had just started to stick my toe into the water on buying like expensive pieces on Chrono, and this was one of the very first I did buy at the time, and I think I might have even paid more than actually it's worth about what I paid for it, because I paid like 6,000 euros for it back then. And then what I like about it is I had a different strap. I have the factory black alligator strap, but I put this blue alligator strap on it because I like that it matches the face much better.
I've also got the Zenith rubber strap for it. That's incredible.
The rubber strap's nice. And then another piece I really like is my Breitling Navitimer GMT. There's the Breitling Navitimer GMT. That's a nice piece.
Ozzy, what are you going to cook for us tonight?
Ozzy and Pat.
What are you going to cook? What are we cooking?
Tonight we might be going out to a restaurant, but wearing the Hulk. I'm gonna fix up the garage while talking to a few guys.
Good to see you. Lobster and pasta.
Hulk is always Hulk is. You know what I just realized? I've been waving this microphone in front of my face this whole time, and I didn't realize the mic wasn't even plugged in. Tell me if it sounds better now.
Sound fine. Believe me, we hear you 10-10.
Yeah, it sounds
Does
good.
it sound better now?
No, it sounds worse.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a noise canceling mic.
Sound now coming out, right?
Super chat.
We got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. Ozzy, you taking GMT Pepsi to Geneva? What are you taking to Geneva, Ozzy?
Yeah, probably the Pepsi. Pepsi on oyster. We'll do that. Yeah.
Pepsi on Jubilee, sir. Pepsi on Jubilee.
On an oyster.
No, and when traveling, you want it to be less blingy. I'm going to Romania, man. Like before Geneva.
Well, wear a G-Shock.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the option. I'm going direct from Romania to Geneva. So.
Maybe take the Explorer too if you're doing that. Wouldn't you do that?
The Romanians are good people. I just got to avoid a certain subculture there, I'm guessing.
Leave the Romani out of it. By the way, I'm 1/8 Romanian.
The Romanians I love, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going because I hate the place.
I have the least. I could probably get a Romanian passport because EU. That would give me an EU passport, but I'm really not interested in Romania.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a good idea. I just applied for my Irish passport, actually.
Things go any worse here, I might need it, though. I might get run out of this place. Super chat.
Super chat. Super chat. We've got a super chat. We've got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. Poll update, and will expat attend the challenge?
What's the challenge?
Expat? Which expat? I'm an expat too.
What's an OC?
Is there
let's have a look at the poll. I'm just calling it up. And the poll question for there is a poll. Tan loves to run a good poll. The poll.
Oh, and I was able to get the dealer to
I can't see the poll. Oh, the poll's on the other stream. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't see it on this.
Okay, having a look. Keep going. You're talking about the dealer.
Well, what happened was that
it's on the ArchieLuxury Live.
Well, I lucked out because I went to my local AD in Wiesbaden here, a store called Apple, because I had recently picked up a sub 41 ceramic, the 126610, and it was running on time. It was running zeros on the time grapher, but the amplitude.
Win the watch trivia at Watches and Wonders. Watch Nick or OC. Gee, that's a good one. 50. It's looking very, very tight at the moment. Watch Nick is in the lead. So you've got a no date sub. That's a great pickup.
Super chat.
No, I've got a date
We're gonna-
sub. Me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Fella, $2 Aussie. Comment on fella in vid from Tan.
Archie, you should. I'd like to hear
Oh.
the other half of the story that was being told before you interrupted.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we had to interrupt for super chats.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So
Alex.
comment on fella in vid from Tan Douchey. So I don't comment on fella in vid. I don't understand
Was there a
three
was
words
there a
in an
video
emoji.
from
So what was keep going with the
Archibald?
story? Let's keep going with the story. Keep going. Who was telling the story, Mike?
Oh no, you just what? I forget.
Come on, Mike. Quick.
You were explaining in
Quick.
detail what was going on.
Oh, what, my story or?
Yeah.
Archie, you missed this
Yeah.
one.
Oh no. What happened was that I had a friend who I trust. He's my contact from my watchmaker that does all my good stuff. And I had this and it was still under warranty, but I wasn't thinking of it like that because it wasn't broken, but it was just running funny. And I would rather have it cleaned. For that kind of money, it's worth rather to pay. But he said, take it to Rolex and see what they'll say. So I took it to the local AD and I showed him a picture on my cell phone because I'd taken a picture that I was on the time grapher and it was running clean zeros, but the
Okay,
amplitude was
long
only.
Long story short.
He took it. Okay, long story short, he took it in the back. Long story short, he took it in the back and his time grapher readings matched my time grapher readings and the amplitude was really low. So they're going to do it for warranty. So I don't have to pay for it. Thank God.
Super chat.
Interesting.
Thank you.
We're gonna super chat. We got a
It's
super
on the
chat
board.
here.
It's up.
Mobster. $2. Why do old people fart in public and think it's okay?
They can't hear themselves.
The hearing's
Yeah.
gone.
Patel Philippe, $2. Alex, what's your favorite Porsche to work on?
944. The 944, you can have a coat hanger, a monkey wrench, and a pair of pliers, and you can take half the car apart. It's such it's such an underappreciated Porsche. The 911 is also a really easy car to work on. You just have to have all the right parts, but all the Porsches. I mean, you could drop the engine out of a 911 like you could out of an old Volkswagen Beetle, which only had 4 bolts. Same guy designed both.
You can't take a 911 head off and just put it back on like you can a Chevy. If you take the head off, you have to split the entire case, and you might as well at that point go through everything, redo it all, and because
Rebuild the whole idea.
you're like doing a clutch without putting a new throwout bearing in it, right? So anytime you have a fucking problem with Porsche bottom end, it's like big fucking bucks. Anytime they got to come apart, it's like 40 hours just minimum to get them back together. That's the problem with Porsche. That's where because I just got one and realized, fuck, I really want to run this thing on the track, but
Okay.
if I do and I
it's
pop
hard for
it,
me.
it's
Guys.
over, you know?
That's why I like the 944. Easy to work on.
I know. Audi engine. I don't know if
No. The 924 had the Audi. The 944 had half of the 928.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The 944 is rocked. In fact, they're one of the most popular spec racing classes in existence right now. There's Spec Miata, and then there's Spec 944.
Biggest factory born 4 cylinders you could get. The 968 went to 3 liters.
Yeah.
Alex, back to that Submariner. For me and the audience, what's the significance of, because accuracy and timing, like everyone's going to know what that means on their watch, but what does it mean when a watch is actually running low amplitude, which has been like a recurring theme for these 32 series Rolex movements?
Well, okay. Amplitude is just literally how much force is behind the tick. It's how far back and forth the balance wheel goes, right? So optimal would be 310 or something like that, because it can't go 360 because it has to go back and forth, right? So it doesn't go completely around. So
Super chat.
amplitude is how
Fella's
far
getting
back
funny.
and forth.
We got to play the video that fella sent us $2 for. Let's play the video. This is for you.
I think I
So
saw.
I didn't see any check engine light. No.
I can only aspire. Yeah, maybe
And,
if I win the lottery or something.
But I would go for a better watch. You got to get a Rolex.
Well, actually, I have a line
douchey?
on a silver Snoopy. I might be able to get my hands on a silver Snoopy soon.
I'm getting a sub
I must
41.
admit, that is the most douchey video I've seen. What a fucking dickhead. What a fucking jerk. Can I say that, fella? Do you have...
You don't
the
want his
problem
money,
is-
Arch?
douche.
The problem
Ouch.
with fella is he's such a cunt. There are some people who are fun with money. He's just a cunt. A lousy, miserable cunt who lowballs everything.
He's not miserable. He's very happy.
Lowball.
He's very, Archie, your audio is a little fucked eye. Maybe get closer to the mic.
And
Well,
let me know if my audio's
Archie.
gone kaput too, if that ever happens. But
Archie,
nice Ferrari.
Archie, think of alternate language. I disagree with you heartily, sir.
Fuck you, cunt. Not you, sir, of course. I'm just expressing Archie's general feeling on the topic.
Well, hey,
I don't know. You say that
Mark, you want to see a cool piece?
I actually think that fella is a very happy cunt. He is not miserable in the least.
Look at that.
So go back to the amplitude. Oh, very cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sure.
So,
Amplitude-
but I mean, if it's still accurate, like, why would I care about the amplitude? Okay, it goes 180
That
degrees
means
to
that-
270. It does, you know.
Well, yeah, because if it's below 270, you should have it looked at, because essentially what that means is the balance wheel's not going back and forth enough. It's going back and forth a little bit. Now, why would a mechanical system that should function at significantly more flexibility at the minimum, right? In other words, that wheel should be going farther back and forth. So if it's not going back and forth the way it should, there is something wrong. There is something... Either maybe the lubricants are shot and it's just, you know what I mean? Maybe
is the average, but the average 32 series, does that just regularly have lower amplitude? I mean, what's the source of the problem on those 32s?
my guess is that a lot of these watches are safe queens, and I know people are saying modern lubricants can last 7 years and all that other, but if you put a watch in a safe for 2, 3, 5 years and don't touch it, those lubricants can cake up on you, especially if maybe you forgot to screw the crown down. It's been exposed to atmosphere all that time. Right, so it's been sitting in a drawer with the crown unscrewed. It's not going to get wet in there, but those lubricants going to outgas, and they could deteriorate faster. So you got to watch that. Maybe the lubricants aren't all that great, but it's such a well-designed watch. That's a problem right now. For example, that they're having with the Omega coaxials is it's such a great escapement that when it runs out of lubricants, it doesn't start to act up until it's irreparable.
Right. Yeah, I saw a great video on that. So.
Every member of Mike's family has met every famous person in the world. Mike is the best at everything, but don't ask about finances. Mike is a racer. That's it. Well, there you go. That is the...
No, you got it. Now you're getting it.
Okay. I don't know. Well, I don't know if that was a compliment, Mike. I've got no idea what to make of
racing.
It's a statement.
Racing develops the state of the art of automotive industry.
Absolutely.
You got to test it at the edge, or else you don't learn anything.
I got to tell you something, guys. Seriously,
I like them.
I really do think fella in that Ferrari there, man, do you really even enjoy this shit? Besides showing off, do you actually even like this stuff? Like, I mean, do you actually like this stuff? Do you buy it to show off, or do you buy it because you love it?
Maybe he loves showing it off.
No,
I think the RM is like a like a really weird piece from a luxury perspective, because it's, you know, I think for a lot of people it's not their first choice, and for the most part there's just so many fakes or watches that look that bad that no one would assume it's like a status piece.
You meet these rich people who are just such cunts. And I don't even want to, you know what I mean? They're supposedly rich. I don't even know what the reality is. Like, one thing I've learned about people in life is people are never as rich as they pretend or proclaim to be.
Right.
They're always never quite that rich. And I mean, with fella, the cunt was drinking liquids in my car. I couldn't get rid of the fuckwit fast enough. Can I be honest with you? He comes into my car with a fucking beverage. Get fucked!
Don't eat or drink in your car.
Get the fuck
Don't
out of
eat
my
or drink
life,
in your car.
Get the fuck out of my life, you
Boy, that
stupid
bottle of water
fuckwit.
really fucked you up.
It was a baby.
The richest person I've ever met, he drives a the richest person I've ever met.
My cup holders, I don't even use for beverages.
This is fella
I
in your
use them
car.
to store stuff in them. I don't even use them for I don't even use them for beverages, fuckwit.
Yeah.
Archie,
I gotta tell you this
my
now.
car.
He comes in my car. He comes in my car with this good-looking dude, right? I mean, seriously.
Well, that's hard to get out of your chair. That's hard to get out of the seats, isn't
What do I
it?
give a fuck? What do I care? What do I care? Can I ask you that? What do I care? I don't care. We got a super chat from Patel Philippe, $2. AC3, that's a V12 Ferrari. Respect for your nephew.
There you go.
You know,
What do you fuckers think of that?
yeah, it just annoys me. You know, he's somebody who he's not an enthusiast, is he?
What annoys
Is
you
he an
more, his
enthusiast?
wealth or his beverage?
I think his disdain, his disdain for decorum. I don't know.
Down here, if you let Archie answer the question again, Alex. Archie, what was it? What annoys you the most? His wealth? Or his beverage?
His wealth annoys me more. Okay.
So we've drilled down to it. It's really the money. Because you.
No, I did hear the answer. I was more thinking.
You know that, Marky.
I do.
Well, it could be his attitude towards money.
He's fucking
No, Archie?
tight as they come.
Yeah, just to finish the thought on the RM. The problem with the RM is that there's so many fakes, and you could say that maybe for a few watches, but the reality is because nobody sees RMs that much, the way you judge whether or not it's a fake is typically by like scoping out whether or not the person genuinely has the money to be in the
The
range
person
of
is a
affording one.
douchebag. How big a douchebag is he?
Excellent point, Aussie.
But the point is like it's a negative status symbol. Like you arrive, it doesn't declare you being anything at all.
I think what
in
it
more
says
likelihood
is,
it would be negative.
You know, if I turn up in a Breguet, it says I'm a watch enthusiast.
Yes.
And
yes.
Richard just says I'm a douchebag.
Yeah.
You rock up with an RM, and then basically the assumption really should be is that you're a douchebag if it's real, but also that it's fake, that you've got a fake watch.
Before you knock people who have an RM, because otherwise we sound like poor fuckers, just like knocking.
We are poor. That's what we are.
What are you talking about? I'm
just saying.
I come from poverty.
Aussie, you've got to submit your net worth statement. If it's 10 million American dollars or more, then I'm going to highlight everything that you say right now. If it's under, it's just sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
Yeah, it's sour grapes.
Isn't that what the Patek president? Isn't that what the Patek CEO said about the Cubitus criticism?
What he said was, "Fuck you. You can't afford it anyway."
Oh yeah, essentially.
Anyway.
No, I don't think he just said that these are people who would never buy them. It's like being able to afford a Patek's actually pretty simple.
They should have just called it the Nautilus Squared and be done with it.
You know what rich people love to do, Alex, more than anything else on earth?
Drink the blood of, I don't know.
There's one thing that rich people love to do more than anything else.
Save money.
No. Rich people like to spend money.
Oh, of course they love to spend money.
Well, this is why Richard Mille exists, because as Ozzy said, you know, anybody can afford a Calatrava or even pony up 50 grand for, you know, a world time. You know, you can suffer.
That's still a lot of money. If you're working stiffs, that's
it's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
You can make it work. But $500,000 for Richard Mille, that separates the men from the boys with a crowbar.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It does, but most of them are fake. Like, it does until, like, you realize that most people are fake.
Money,
most people...
If you have the money to spend $500,000 on a Richard Mille, you really don't give a fuck if anybody thinks it's fake or not. You don't care.
I don't think the person who's wearing a Richard Mille is sort of not caring. That's what I think.
It's like comparing a Pagani to a Ferrari. Do you need a Pagani?
You spent the interest from last quarter to buy that Richard Mille. You really don't care.
Well,
I think there's just a trend of people that like that type of watch, and that watch kind of like emanates, like you've made it to a certain level, like they basically like in the hip hop scene, right?
It's a flex. It's a flex.
Yeah, it's a flex, exactly.
And the only
except a lot of them aren't wearing RMs. The only person I saw wearing an RM was that guy who's dead now, like Extentation, and who is that? Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, he's a washout. Like those are the only people who are really into
P.
RMs.
Diddy is funding his entire defense on his Richard Mille.
That's kind of my point. That's what I was trying to say. Aussie expert.
I don't. You know what I never worry about is other people's money. I hope
me either.
I never worry about other people's. Whatever the fuck.
No. But what I'm talking about is like the proposition of an RM, as in it's a negative status symbol, as in like you're more likely to assume the person is worth literally nothing or is a liar. And if it's real, they're just a douchebag.
Like I said, you know, if you've got a Big Johnson in your pants, you don't need to pull it out to feel good about yourself.
Well, see, that's what they make Bulgari for. I think that's what they make Bulgari for. If you had a Bulgari Octo Finissimo Tourbillon.
This is a really good super chat. Archie's not here. I'm going to read it, and then we'll call it to his attention when he gets back. Fella, Ozzy, I wear it to the gym, and I don't care. And you know what? I know Fella, and he ain't lying right there. He is not lying. He gave me $100,000 Patek and told me to go walk the dogs wearing it for the next few days. I was like, no, I do not feel good about wearing 6 figures to train the poodles. I do not.
I'm not worried about the price.
He's a very unique,
if you think I'm worried about the price, I think you missed my point. I'm saying you look cheap wearing it, even though you've spent a lot of money.
I don't know. Maybe so, but like, I don't think.
Like, if someone sees someone wearing that at the gym, do they assume it's real?
It has to balance the lifestyle. It has to balance the lifestyle.
And it can be an occasion watch. Like Ferrari, I think, is sponsored by Richard Mille. So when the drivers win, they get up on the table, and the first thing to do is put the hat on and put a Richard Mille on. And, you know, then go up and take their trophies.
Well, for McLaren,
it's part of marketing.
You're talking about McLaren. Yeah, I mean, but
McLaren,
they're paid to do that. I mean, what's the point?
For IWC for Mercedes, and I think Richard Mille for Ferrari.
Wait, I've never heard so much crap.
Wait.
Right?
I've
never heard so much. Archie does his best and hardest to look rich. I can't believe Ozzy, you're jealous of Fella.
He's a Breguet man. It's a Breguet moment.
No, I've thought about. I'm talking about RMs. I'm not talking about Fella.
You're missing the point. People buy RMs because they can.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, like the public perception. Like, for example, someone might buy a crappy Mercedes. You know, whatever you consider a second-rate Mercedes. Is like, I'm talking about that.
Hey, I just sold a second-rate Mercedes. I will have you take those words back.
So the problem is it sort of...
You mean like a C-Class from the 80s?
No,
Ozzy,
look,
Ozzy, Ozzy.
No, I don't know. Whatever you think.
Well,
Whatever you think.
I didn't expect this from you. I didn't expect this from you. There's a little bit of jealousy there. It's contagious here. Arch, you have paddocks, right? You live at your in your mum's garage, your wife's garage, on a fucking fold-out bed with a HELOC. You're pretending to be rich.
Fold-out bed.
No, the biggest phony is Arch. Walks around the fucking briefcase with a dildo in it.
Ouch, ouch, ouch,
We like
ouch.
Terry out of this.
No, shut the fuck up. He's cosplaying a rich person, a businessman. That's why he's got briefcases. You're a phony, Arch. And
He wants to be a pilot.
I'm glad that fella triggers you.
Brutal take.
Yeah, and he can bet press £400.
Hey, Aussie expat, have you got the same barber as ArchieLuxury?
Yeah, I probably
I'm
do.
disappointed in Aussie. I'm disappointed.
Hello, HR. Hello.
Hello, Marky.
How are you today, sir?
How you doing?
I'm good. Aussie expat, where did you get your hair done? Is it the same place as Archie?
Yes.
Are you riding my
most likely.
coattails, DHR? You're riding my coattails.
Yes, of course I am. I've got no originality.
By the way, guys, I owe you guys. I'm just reheating a pizza. I'm reheating a pizza.
Yeah,
in an
healthy.
air
Have a heart
fryer.
attack.
This is this is from the Hyatt. This is Hyatt pizza.
You see the way it says
And-
Hyatt, Aussie? This guy wants to be a high flyer. Look at him. No, he's going
Hey,
to
I
come
gotta
out
tell
to
you-
reality. Live in that fucking garage. On the fold-out bed. You're a phony, Arch.
Thank
You're
you.
fucking
Yes. I'm a phony, Nark. You hit it, Narky. I can't deny it. I'm a
Yes, you're
fraud.
driving around in the menstruation
Yes.
red Audi.
Well, on that note,
Yeah.
gents, I think I'm gonna leave for now. It's getting a little hectic here, and I gotta catch a train to Munich in the morning. Take care, everybody.
Say hello to Hickey
Okay.
for me. Say
Good
hello to
luck.
Hickey.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Make sure your hat doesn't fall
My
off.
pleasure, Archie. Glad to be here. Take care, Archie.
sure
Everybody,
your hat
take care.
doesn't fall
Bye-bye.
off.
Hey, it's honestly good talking to you, man.
Mike,
Take
who was
care.
that?
real. For
Who you
real.
talking? Who you talking to, Mike? I bet you don't even know who you're saying goodbye to.
Mike, open your eyes.
Who do you say goodbye to now, Mike?
Oh,
was that Jake the
yuppie?
Somebody was making some very valid points.
Who was it? What's his name? What's his
Was
name?
that Jake the yuppie?
What's his name?
That was
I
Alex.
don't
What's
know
his name?
I don't.
So why do you say goodbye to the person you're talking to if you don't know who the fuck you're talking to? Don't just say things for the sake of it. No, you just say things for the sake of it. What?
Yes. Narc just gets nasty. Narc is nasty. Fella, $5. Archie, your hatred towards me stems from the apartment I offered you, which you made a mistake by not accepting. It's worth $1,000 per night. Let's move on. I tell you what, fella, I want to go for membership at Tats. Can you second my membership, fella? Second my membership. I want to join the fancy wancy boys. Let me in, fella.
Can you
Let
afford the
me
initiation fee?
I've spoken to
the-
Phila offline. The guy's in great shape. He's rich. He's single. He's an attractive man. He's got look at him. Look at him. He's sitting.
He's kind of pretty, to be honest.
Look at this, Mark, with a shit stain undies on that fucking chair. You have to burn that
Where are
fucking
your
chair up.
trousers? Where are your
I can do
trousers?
whatever I want, Narc. Narc, I don't need to listen to you for advice. You don't even turn your camera on, you fucking phony. If ever there was a phony,
Yes.
Turn
Mark,
your camera on.
you want to laugh? Listen to Jakey and Archie last night giving each other dating advice. That was gold. And Jakey saying to Archie, "Me and you are so similar." The lack
Hello,
of self-awareness on that stream was hilarious.
Arch, why did you make that members only, you cuck?
Oh, it was hilarious. It was
Boys,
up for
welcome Miss K to the stream.
Oh, it's
Hey,
ArchieLuxury,
Miss-
but a lady.
How are you?
That's no lady.
Hey,
it's
we're
Miss K.
fantastic. How are you going?
Yeah, ask her the same repetitive
Hey.
questions you ask every time she's on Arch.
What's doing in your world there, bud? That's all you say. That's all you
no,
say.
what's happening with
Petty.
you, man? What's going
No,
on
you don't
with
give a
you?
fuck. Why do you ask a question you don't give a shit? Right? I just love that fella triggers you. Fella in plastic.
No, just to clarify, like my comments were regarding Richard Mill and sort of certain status luxury. I wasn't talking about. I don't know this guy at all. Okay, Like, I don't know him at all.
You don't need to
I'm just talking about Richie
substantiate
Mille.
yourself to Narc. Narc's a cunt. Narc's a cunt.
No,
He
no, he's not.
weasels
Narc's a
in on
legend.
any-
Narc is A grade, Archie. Take that back.
You see, Ozzy, Richie Mille is so smart. Okay, all right. These rich dudes, these tan-like characters, right? They new money, right? Let's market to them. We could, like, it's a troll watch. They're priced accordingly.
Yeah.
It's a troll watch. It's when people wear it, they go, "Fuck you, I can afford this."
Yeah,
That's
but
what it
what's
is.
the point? What's the
I
point if
agree.
everyone thinks it's fake?
We agree.
These rich
That's the-
people don't give a fuck. You don't understand. They don't
No,
give a
but
fuck.
you just outlined the exact scenario when they would give a fuck.
No, it's because they can buy it.
No, but everyone in the room would assume it's fake unless they deeply know that person.
No. Yeah, but you said you do a character profile. Like, what card that guy turn up? Did he turn up in the menstruation red Audi?
Right.
If yes, it's a fake. Did it turn up in a color?
Right. So what's the point of a status symbol that you have to do all the work for to begin with?
He's going to drive around in that piece of shit, 20-year-old piece of shit that Narc drives around in.
Right.
Buddy,
You're jealous,
that's a
Narc.
classic car. That's
You're
my
jealous.
that's my Sunday car, buddy. You bought a car under your wife's name.
You're jealous.
Because you couldn't buy
That's
under
your
your
jealous.
name, because your credit is so
You're
fucked.
jealous.
Menstruation
You're
red.
jealous.
So you and your
You're
father.
jealous.
So you two
You're
bought.
jealous, Narc.
You
You're
said to the
jealous.
sales. Yes, I am.
Narc.
So you said to the salesperson, "What car? What color here you can't get rid of? It can give me a good price." So you bought 2 menstruation red Audis, one for your father, one for your wife. How
I don't
fucking
need to
sad and
justify
pathetic.
anything to you.
You believe
I don't
that,
need to
Ozzy?
justify jack shit to you. You're so phony.
Yes, I'm
I don't
fine.
need to
Okay, you're looking good,
justify
by the way.
anything.
You're looking good.
Hey, thanks.
You're looking good. Okay, I'm giving you a compliment.
What?
Kay,
You're looking good.
Kay, you're
Oh, thanks.
No, you know, Mr. Sozo in the chat says you and
Okay.
Archie are splitting image. I go, no, they look nothing like each other.
Hi, Kay.
Hi.
Oh, Mike, cut the crap out. We know you're fucking gay and you only got eyes for AC Morgan. Cut the crap out.
Oh, well, shut the fuck up.
No.
All right, fine. Then don't. But man, you sure do come in guns blazing every fucking time. Jesus Christ.
No, I don't like when you're phony. When you say nice talking to you, you didn't even know who the hell you're talking to. Don't say crap like that.
Well, no.
You're
I
a phony now.
just like Aussie Expect said, I don't know the guy. I don't know him from Adam. I've talked to him a few times.
So why'd you say it was
He was
nice talking to him? You didn't know who you're talking to.
He was making valid points, and I just said I agree. That's it, dude.
What
Your
points?
dog-
Give me one point. One valid point you
I
made.
don't
Give me one.
fucking remember. God damn it! But he was talking
You see,
about the
that's my
escapement.
point.
He was talking about the escapement. Okay, and he
No,
was
Mike,
and
can't be
he
honest.
was,
I love you, but
getting into
I love you,
detail
but you're a
about it.
phony. You're a phony. You give fake compliments, right? You're a fucking phony. That's all I
No,
want to say.
absolutely not. I don't throw them out there, or
Yes, you do.
I like to make people feel good.
No,
but
yes,
in
that's your problem. You're a feel-good type of guy. You
in
give
his
fake
case,
compliments.
in
Yeah, you
his
give fake
case,
compliments.
I will say the same thing, but like in a different tense or verse. I will say it like in a I really respect you way, not just like because it's better to go around giving people
What the
compliments all
fuck are you
day.
going on about? I don't even know what you're talking about now. What are we arguing about?
We're not arguing about anything. You're just
What are we
fucking
discussing? I can't remember
screaming,
what we're
that's all.
discussing. You threw me off.
My tactics are working.
All right. No, all I'm saying, Mike, don't give fake compliments. Don't be a phony.
Okay, promise you, I won't. You got it.
No, I'm going to ask you.
Boom. The
Right?
instant.
Let's see how funny you are. You like it.
funny Mike is here.
Right, now you can flirt. Now you can flirt with Kay.
No, I'm not.
Stop looking at her breast. You got a nice breast
Hey, I
there,
gotta show
Kay.
you something, guys. This is
And
my
I'm- oh.
pizza.
Wait, full screen.
Oh dear.
Ozzy,
I can't
Kay,
be in the
I
same
don't-
room right now, Narc. I
I
can't.
own Oliviera Pizza. I own
Not
him.
you,
This is-
not you. Put Kay on the fucking full screen, you stupid fuck. Kay!
Hey, you watch your mouth, Narc.
Fuck that, who
You
wants a
watch
pizza?
your mouth.
Put Kay on. Kay on. You like showing those puppies, don't you? They're great puppies. Do that again.
I don't
Jeez.
like
Come on.
puppies. They shit too much all over the
Now,
floor.
let me ask you, right? Have you ever had any work on those, or are they natural?
Have I ever done any what?
Are they natural breast?
Narky,
Yeah,
those are real,
yeah.
Narky. You wouldn't
Yeah,
know
pull
real
us-
ones. He's never
Let's
seen
have a look
any.
again.
He's
Do what you
just
did
never
before.
really seen any, so he doesn't know.
No, they're great set there,
Just
okay?
be nice.
I've been nice. Like I said, she's got a
No.
great set. I like that outfit.
Do not objectify
You're
women.
fabulous
Nark.
in them.
Do not objectify our guest.
Why don't you turn your camera on, Mark, if you're so handsome?
No, I'm too busy jerking off now.
Oh, God.
Mm.
I got my cock ring on. Kay, you look fantastic.
No, I got my cock ring on.
Is that cock ring on for Archie?
No, for you.
You know, you saw Archie in his undies and you was like, damn.
No. Okay.
Let me just
You're a
rub
good
one
sport.
out.
Narky, how do you feel about being choked into near unconsciousness?
I never
love
never had.
Well,
Actually,
we know you love it,
I-
sweetheart.
I
Oh my
have-
gosh.
Narc. I feel like Narc could be into autoerotic asphyxiation.
Mm,
I feel like it's possible.
There's a possibility there.
I agree.
No, Mark's that type of shit.
Well, anyway, Archie, are you ready to get over
I gotta
it with
go
Fella?
now. I gotta go now. Blow my load.
See you now.
Why didn't you take Fella up on the apartment, Arch?
It always had strings attached with that guy.
Really?
It was
What the
never
string?
simple.
What was it?
He needed permission from his girlfriend. It was just fuck around, fuck around, fuck around.
His wife better not find out about his girlfriend. I'll tell you that right now.
Did you fuck him in the ass?
It was just boring. He's
Honey,
just
who
so
are you
boring.
asking
You know?
what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that was for.
It's
Who
for
are you?
whoever wanted it.
I see.
He's just
Well,
so boring.
everything's on the table.
I hate
I gotta
Well,
tell you.
I mean, who does that? I mean, pays.
By the way, Aussie expat, I found a
Yeah.
watch box more expensive than LV or Goyard. Aussie.
Okay. Is that how many slots? How many watches do you have to buy or get rid of to accommodate this new box?
8 slot box. 8 slot.
Okay.
You know how much?
Well, I mean, I don't need like so more expensive. Isn't the LV already like 10,000 Australian or something?
10,000 US, 13 Aussie. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Guess how much this new one is.
LV's pretty expensive. So I mean, what,
Here we
15,
go. Here we
16,000?
go, Aussie. I'm bringing it on the screen now. Look at this.
Okay.
It's Hermes and it's 30 grand, 28 Aussie. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, you have to
Yes,
get one
and
of those,
guess what?
Archie.
I'm a Breguet man. I got to put my Breguet in it.
How are the do the pillows just
Breguet.
drop in?
And they're the best pillows I've seen because they're actually on a stand. The pillows are on a stand.
Oh, they're on a stand. Okay, okay. So the watch isn't just rolling
They're
around
res-
in there.
Like they're very. Okay, that's how I went into Hermes,
Yeah.
and that's how it is there. See.
I'd love to see a
do you
close up
think?
of exactly the stand. I might have to go to an Hermes to try this out. I'm very
Yeah,
curious because
so,
honestly, the LV to me looks like rubbish for protecting your watch. But if you tell me this actually keeps the watch from like touching any of the sides and,
No,
and all that, sounds pretty good.
Look at it.
Yeah,
Actually-
the top
Timbo,
slams
look at it.
down
It's-
onto the
it's-
crystal. Basically,
If only it
It's
was a
exactly
humidor.
like the Breguet box. These are handmade out of wood. They're wood. They're inlaid wood, which is Mike would know as a woodworker. That is hard shit to do. You see what I mean? It's inlaid wood. You see what I mean?
It's wood. It's
This
wood.
is not veneer.
It's
This
wood.
is
I'm
I
getting
don't
wood.
know. I don't know if that's inlaid, Arch, but it's wood and it's done, nicely. Yes.
Is it worth 30,000? What's that? 20,000 US.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not seeing, like, I'd have to really see the cushions and dividers, because yeah, while the wood box is nice, it's not unusual in any way. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure my neighbor could whip that up in an afternoon, honestly.
I was looking at the corner joints and stuff, and it's like there's not much fancy going on there.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything. I'm just saying this doesn't strike me as a box that I would use. I would expect such a box for any valet box or anything, you know. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, to each their own. I mean, it's probably a guaranteed mini Birkin. Guaranteed mini Birkin. That's where the value is, right? You get maybe 2 mini Birkins out of it. You never know.
Exactly right. Exactly right. We got another super chat here, fella. $2. I've been watching since 2011. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. That's fella.
Nice.
Hey, how have you
I
been
think an
going?
old school Archie fan.
Yes, he is. How are
That's
you,
awesome.
BK? What's going on? Any interesting finds in the antique store?
Let me see. Yes. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, sure. Give us a look.
Okay, give me a second. Let me go get it.
This is a personal, deep look into Kay's boudoir.
Oh, wow. Rocking horse.
I love it.
It's a 1950s rocking horse I paid $10 for, but it goes for over $100 on eBay.
Sell it on eBay.
Yeah.
You gonna sell it?
Are you keeping it or selling it?
Selling it?
Nice. Good profit.
Wouldn't it cost a lot to ship that on eBay? Well, I mean, to whomever.
Well, plus shipping.
Yeah, but I don't pay for it, so I don't care. The buyer pays for it, so I'm like, you pay for that.
Okay, so that's a price with shipping that that clears pretty well. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you buy big items, you just gotta accept big shipping costs. But the seller doesn't give two shits because they just get their money.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like that's what there'd be a advantage selling it locally, because you could take some of the premium that would have otherwise
you'll put
come
it on
from shipping.
Facebook Marketplace once you can.
It's like
Yeah.
I'll sell things
Oh
and
yeah,
make
buying
like a
locally.
big profit on it that I feel bad that I throw in free like shitty dolls with really good dolls. Where I'm like, yeah, I might have made like several $100 off of this, but here's a free shitty doll with your doll that I made several $100 off of.
Ooh, let's have a look at that, Arch. What do we got there? Pizza?
This is it's from the Hyatt pizza.
It's a bit nasty.
It's not just any pizza.
Was that made in a brick oven? Is that brick oven pizza?
It's from a Hyatt, Mike. I don't fucking know what oven it was made in, man. I don't know, but all I know is it's expensive. This is $40 pizza. $40.
Nice.
Okay.
Yum. I only asked because, I asked because brick oven pizzas often look that way when they come out because they're cooked very quickly.
Delicious.
It looks good, man.
I'm gonna show you my dinner. I haven't cooked it yet.
What are you having for dinner, Mikey?
Hang on, I'm gonna show you.
I'm having a chicken enchiladas with beans and rice.
Wow, a lobster. How much are they, Mark? Expensive in Australia.
This is a nice Maine lobster, 1 pounder. Cute little bugger. I'm gonna steam him. He's pre-cooked, but I'm gonna steam him with some drawn butter, and I'm gonna have some pesto pasta along with it.
Can't you just order that?
Yeah, you could, but you know, you're the same guy who cooked last night. You made chicken
Oh my
fettuccine
gosh.
or some weird shit.
Yeah. I tell you what really helped, like after as I'm serving the pasta, is I can remove all of the ingredients so that my son will actually eat it.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very simple meal.
Is he fussy?
All I have to do is steam that fucker and throw some pasta in water. Very simple. Simple. And believe it or not, actually, those were at Aldi's for $10 each. I wish I only bought a couple. I should have filled the freezer.
Oh. I've never done a lobster myself.
Oh, they're easy. I've thrown them in live. This one's actually already pre-cooked.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad when they're alive because they scream.
So you get someone else to do your dirty work.
I'd rather, yeah. I would humanely dispatch it now. I wouldn't throw it in live.
Right. The thing to do now is to stab them in the head, right?
Right in the brain, right in their little pea
Right.
brain. Yeah.
Is it really a brain though?
Yes, that's a It's a crustacean.
It works?
It's got a brain. It's kind of small. You got to know where it is, but yeah, there's one.
I thought their nervous system was a little bit more distributed than ours.
Kind of like insect.
You know, I'm not a crustacean expert, but I'm pretty sure they have a brain.
You look like a crustacean expert.
I do like to eat a crustacean. That's one thing. I'll tell you what. I loved your country, Aussie expat, because you've got Moreton Bay bugs. You've got like every kind of fish and crustacean.
Oh yeah.
Seafood.
My wife loves seafood, and she's not super thrilled about the options.
But the bugs are
in
amazing.
America.
The coral trout,
Yeah.
the barramundi, especially.
Or even just the crab. The crab, mud
all
crab
that.
in
I
Australia
love
is really good.
all
Yeah.
that and a nice flat white, which I have learned to make here.
That's such a simple.
It's a simple thing, but it doesn't hardly here.
Well, Starbucks tried to do it in 2015.
Yeah, it was
I
bad.
think.
It wasn't good.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not good.
I try to keep it simple with coffee. In fact, I've given up on coffee completely.
Well,
it's just too much hassle during
I knew there was something
travel.
about you I didn't like, and now we know what it is.
Trust me, I'm going to relapse. It'll happen. I like coffee, but I really don't like being addicted to it. Is the main thing.
There's worse things to be addicted to, such as this live stream.
Right. No, I'm getting shit done.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Half of my garage now is now somewhat organized. Boxes that should have lids now have lids on them. Oh, do you like my ammo supply? I've got about a lifetime supply of ammo. This is pretty good.
Ammos. What's Ammos?
Do I have a life? No, ammo. 9mm.
Are we kangaroo hunting, or what are we doing over here? 50 caliber? What do you got?
There we go. We've got tons of 308 brass here. There we go. Well,
I don't get it. What's
boxes do you want to see?
308 millimeters, isn't it? Like a 22.
No,
What's that? 22?
Honestly, the names don't really mean anything. They do and they don't. Like, there's no convention for it that really makes any real sense.
So what's that? What's the 308s? Are they or what? That's not 22s.
No.
Yeah, there's a 308. That's similar to what they used in World War II.
They get a bit funny about showing guns or ammo. Better not show that, Aussie. Aussie.
Yeah. Okay.
308 is what they use in the AR-10. And
this is just brass, guys. By the way. This is not. They don't have any bullets. Those are just brass.
Oh, they're empty. They're just casings.
Reloads. We can load our own.
Spare casing, yeah.
Reloads.
Those are quality casings. Those are used for like match grade rounds.
Do you really feel intimidated by a Richard Mille? Do you really feel that it is such a...
No, I feel pity, actually. I feel pity. It's clearly someone who really, really wanted it to say something, but it actually kind of says the opposite, is what I feel from a Richard Mille. I feel pity. Yeah. Like if someone had like a 4-digit Daytona, I'd be like, holy shit, that's bloody cool, you know.
Doc has got several of them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. So the problem with Richard Mille is it's sort of like it sends the wrong message. Even if you think it's real, it's like, okay, I don't really know if that person likes watches. You could love watches and have a Richard Mille, that's fine, but it doesn't really say anything about you. It's sort of, it's its own thing, and half the time you should just assume this person.
No matter what.
Yeah, I mean, why would I? Like, you tell me why I would buy a Richard Mille.
I'm asking you. I would.
No, I don't see. Like, it's just not the right. I'm not the right person for it. That's for sure.
I would buy a Richard Mille, but for me, everything has. I'm a value retention kind of guy. So to me, certain watches reflect a certain net worth. That's not how everybody thinks, but I wouldn't put $500,000 in a watch until that $500,000 represented like 3% of my net worth. That's just me.
I think that is the case with fella. He is that fucking rich.
Yeah, and
he's a hedge fund manager.
Yeah.
I don't begrudge anybody.
He has billionaires who invest with him. I mean, the guy is sharp. You understand?
I do.
3% is very heavy.
Yeah,
honestly. For a single watch, 3% would be way too high.
But yes, we are sick individuals, Ozzy. We are not well.
Yeah.
We collect shit that we shouldn't.
Okay,
or at least I do. Bear Clooney and I have way too much of our net worth tied up in.
Yeah. No. So I'd say from a collection perspective, 3 to 5% makes sense. For a single watch, you would probably have to divide that by 10.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is that your ballpark of thinking too? I mean, I think.
Yeah, I can't disagree with your assessment too much there.
Yeah. So if it's a Richard Mille, I hope you have a 100x that. So that would put somewhere like
but that
30
means
million.
all I'm stuck with is Seikos and Tudors as the expat. What is that supposed to mean?
You're very special, Archie, and we appreciate going on the journey with you.
Yeah, what if you have
especially the problems it creates on the backside?
What if you have a bunch of watches and negative net worth?
Isn't that the case?
Well, you can.
What does that say about an individual who has watches but no money? Super chat.
I got to tell you, I really love the Breguets. I think the Breguets are just so. Will Money, $5. Will Money, AC3. The Paul from NC Review was an instant classic. Piss off the mid-size Seamaster. Take back the wife's gold toner. Get wife a two-tone 37 mil yachty. Thank you. Thank you. That's North Carolina. That was Paul from North Carolina.
He's a great guy.
I actually said he's got enough. I said he had enough. And I think for you, Aussie expat, you know what, Aussie expat? If you send me a photo, I will also do a free review for you.
No way, Archie. Wow. That's I've never heard you offer that before, so that's quite special.
Aussie expat review free for you, okay? Because, and same as you, Goldberg, you send me a collection because you're a panelist. I will do a free review for you.
Thank you, Arch.
I got to tell you, I actually admire Mark Goldberg because he's got that gold ceramic bluesy, and I really do think that is the ultimate.
I'll just send you 3 or 4.
Fuck off Rolex.
I'll send you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you the collection that I brought with me on the cruise ship. So I was like 8 or 9 days with only 4 watches, and I'll show you the 4 I took.
How many are you up to? I mean, I'm a degenerate level, but I know you just keep adding. Like you have sold some watches, but not many.
Oh, I see. One sec.
Yeah.
I just got a message from Tommy, the red-headed gold digging cunt. Okay, can I talk to you? Okay, put K on this. Put K on. Okay, put K next to Archie.
He's gone. You scared her away.
Oh my gosh.
So we replaced K with Tosca?
You said you were wearing a cock ring and thinking
wait.
You asked her if her knockers were real. Of course
we replaced K with Tosca.
Nice.
Is that right? Tosca and Terry for K. What the fuck? Wait, there you are. Hey, beautiful. Come here. Put those glasses on again for a sec.
You are so nasty, Narc.
Yeah. All right.
She loves to do this.
I can't understand.
I want to split screen Archie and Kay. Now, Tommy just messaged me, right? He goes, "Fuck K Kay's so sexy, but she has to lose those glasses. I go, why? Because while he was jerking off, Archie's image came in his mind. You looked, hey, those glasses look too similar. Put those glasses on, Kay. You got to change your glasses. First of all, those don't suit your face. You got to get some rectangular one. No, she looks like you.
Jesus Christ, Narc.
No, look.
No,
Kay.
Mike, tell him, Mike. Tell him what you think.
Okay, you got a beautiful face, but the round glasses don't do much for you. You need rectangular glasses to break it up. Do you agree with me, Aussie?
Mike, I need you to take on Narc and tell him what an asshole he is.
No, I'm the last person to get fashion advice from.
Kay, you got to change your eyewear.
Can you tell him hi?
You know what?
Yeah,
we can.
Beautiful eyes.
The correct response is thank you for your opinion.
No, it isn't. It's fuck you, Narc. That's the correct response.
Yeah, that's the real answer. But
Arch. Sorry, Kay.
Let's take a quick look at Archie, Narc.
Look at him.
Like in your country, is it legal?
Yeah.
Look at him. They shit stain undies on their fucking chair. Look at him.
I don't want to see that.
When you look at Archie, Kay, do you think of a clean ass? No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he gets his ass ate very often.
No. There's no way that's the clean ass. Look at him.
Nah. Talking about ass. You gotta see what we got installed.
Thank you, Mr.
You gotta see it now.
You got a laser scanner.
Yeah.
Do you get your ass ate a lot? Ask the expert.
Well, I mean, let Pikachu talking. First of all, I gotta make sure.
I would expect that Aussie expat has good.
Is this an anal laser scanner?
Oh, look at this.
You got a bidet.
Japanese.
You got a bidet.
Yeah.
I have a bidet too. That's why my ass is nice and clean.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you something. How does it work? I've never used one. So, do you splash yourself with water?
Yeah, it's got a jet. You control it. Like,
all right. So you spray your ass with a jet. How do you dry it?
There's a blow dryer.
Wait.
It's
You got a blow dryer?
Yeah, it gets hot, and the seat is warm too. The seat is also warm.
All right. Let me ask you. Do you get aroused while that happens?
No,
if it hits the right spot. If it hits the right spot, it's possible.
So you get penetrated in the bathroom. Wait, shut the fuck up, Mike, for a sec. So, once you get aroused, if your wife says to you, "What the fuck are you doing there?" You've been there for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I might be there for like half an hour or more. You know.
Did you ever hit the prostate?
Wait. I got a question here. You used it. You get aroused. Do you press the button again? How does it work?
Nah, honestly, it's not that arousing. Unfortunately.
Can you imagine Archie using a bidet?
I mean, why not? I mean, it's for everyone. It's for everyone. Yeah.
I can't imagine Archie.
Oh, Terry's back.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think it's a little overrated. The bidet, it's a little overrated.
I like the bidet. It keeps my asshole nice and clean.
Yeah, but are you to anal? You to anal, or do you like getting your ass rimmed? Why do you keep it so clean?
Why do you keep yours clean? Do you do anal?
You're an anal. When I look at you, I'll peg you for an anal type of girl. Backdoor romance.
Gosh.
Maybe.
Hey, knock
What?
Up, Knock. Come on, Narc. You wonder why the show's sinking. You fucking stab me in the back and then you fuck off all my good panelists. I got A-graders. I don't want you poisoning them, you fucking lousy
retract it. Let me reword it.
Super chat. Bye, Narc. Super chat.
Fuck him for a while. Rich Mitch, £2. Fuck Terry. How much to get rid of? £10, guys.
Thank you for coming, Terry.
I just want to say,
Kay, you've had a bidet for a long time.
I owe you an apology.
I've had one for 5 years.
Oh wow. Okay. Do you still buy toilet paper?
I owe Mr. Chesterfield the apology.
Well, you need a little toilet paper for dabbing, for drying off.
Yeah, but we got it dry.
3 questions to beautiful Kay. And Narc is gone, so that's not going to happen. But thank you anyhow. Yes, Terry.
I only have one question this evening. The question is, sir.
Yes.
Oh, it's fucked up.
I only have one question this evening, sir. I was doing some reading this afternoon when I was at lunch, so I have a question to ask you in particular. Okay, a chronometer watch that you would consider and steel for everyday use is 300 meters water resistant.
A chronometer that's steel that's 300 meters water resistant.
Priced
That's
around £6,000, dollars.
But I don't think.
Well, we'll say in
know of any
America, 7,000.
Yeah. Hey, Terry, we'll just super chat us and we'll answer that. Let's move right on. You've just killed the show, Terry. Let's move. Let's keep going there, Terry. Let's keep backpedaling. Aussie expat, man, what are you buying? Tell me what you're buying next.
Well, the thing I really like to look at is one thing.
Aussie expat, what are you buying next?
Yeah, so same watch I've been after since released, the Platinum Daytona. Yeah, we'll see.
Platinum Daytona.
May never happen.
Isn't that boring? When are you going to get a Breguet? When you get a Breguet? Or a Vacheron or a Patek dress watch, not a hype.
I'll get a 1908 in platinum. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know. I just any watch that I can't like wrestle my daughter with, like when I need to chase her around the house for a diaper change, that's not a watch I can live with or enjoy. So, you know, that's it.
You have staff to do that sort of stuff. Mobster, $2. Terry, what's your length and girth? Ooh, that's a nasty question. And we've got Patel Philippe, $2. Terry, is Rolex better than Breguet and why? Go for it. You've got 30 seconds.
Okay.
You should put
let's see. Generally, Breguet Type 20 over Rolex just because of style and performance. And my length and girth of my hat size is 6 3/4.
Okay, there we go. Now we've got Roy joining us. Hey, Roy, how are you?
Doing well. How is everybody?
G'day, Roy.
Ozzy, I assume you're looking for the new version of the Daytona in Platinum with the display case back. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's because of the anniversary. I turned 40. It's literally different than my current, Panda Daytona. So,
I mean, I've always been a fan of the Platona. I just love that combination of the brown and the blue. Like, it was so underappreciated for years. Like, you could just play with them in any Rolex 80s case because they were unsellable forever.
Yeah, for sure.
Super chat. We got a super chat in. Patel Philippe Torsa, does Terry's hat really fit the bill?
I guess so. What's the story behind this?
I actually own a bowler, but I got this as a gift from it.
Terry, do you have a fez? I think next time maybe that would be.
I have a bowler in black, but I wear this one the most. This is my newest hat.
No, you're indoors, Terry. It needs to come off, and we need the fez next time, okay?
What do you wear to the glory hole?
I usually wear my bowler when I go to work.
Super chat. The retail job at Woolworths, is it? Harrods?
We got a super chat. Bella,
$2. I'd like Roy's opinion on fella's video. Please
Oh,
play.
jeez. Okay, you pull that. You find that, I guess. And so the Platona, I actually think the Steel Daytonas 11, 12, they look better than the Platona, but I've got nothing left to buy, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
that's
well, I
just
mean,
the
that's not a
reality.
bad problem to have, you know,
Yeah.
not having to blow any more money on watches.
We're going to play the video for you now, Roy. We're going to play it. Here we go.
The naked leg does not bug me. I think he's nude in that car.
Well, that's a sexy ride.
I mean, he's riding the stereotype hard, right?
Terry? Right? That's a
6
nice leg.
Stagliati, 540 brake horsepower.
Yeah, no, it's a nice car. Nice. Not my favorite Richard Mille, but you know, I like the car more.
Hey, what did you hear any of my my spiel on Richard Mille? My bullshit, apparently.
Yeah, I did. I was listening as I was driving up to my building here. And
So what do you think?
You know, it's one of those things where I agree with you, you know, on it. And it's kind of just disappointing in my opinion because, you know, some of the tech and stuff that goes into those watches is neat and they're light and they're comfortable. But yeah, it's kind of like there is a connotation that goes with it. It's unfortunate.
You've driven a Ferrari before, haven't you?
Who, me? Oh. Archie,
Well,
I thought you were smuggling
I'm not really into
A100s
cars,
to China to fix his large language model there. He needs more horsepower.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, Mr.
Super chat.
Patel,
We've got a
it is.
super
Yes.
chat in. Thank you so
Omega.
Yes.
much. This is from Patel Philippe.
Omega.
Terry, is Omega good watch for a British woman?
Yes, it is. Omega.
I'm an Omega man, but I ain't no gentleman, let alone British. I'm not from
Hey,
Essex.
Mark, how was your cruise?
I went on the cruise. Was me? Oh, the cruise was
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah, enjoyed it.
Top shelf bar. I thought the food was not as, you know, quite as gourmet as what I anticipated, but it was a good time. And next time I want to go on like a Michelin star rated cruise. That's what I got to look for.
Where'd you eat at in New Orleans when you were there?
Oh God, you know, we were in New Orleans for like one day, but I'll tell you what, we had a little hole in the wall that had gumbo and beignets. The beignets were, oh my, the one day in New Orleans was just worth that one order of beignets.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I mean, it's a great place, especially if you could like stay for a couple days before going out, because there's a bunch of places to go.
So much good food.
Did you do the Super Bowl?
You know what? We funny story. We didn't when we booked it, we did not realize that we would be returning to New Orleans on Super Bowl Sunday. So it was the morning of. But we walked off the ship at about
Just quickly there, we got XR $2. Is Terry Aaron Fletcher's brother asking for a friend?
No
Possibly.
association.
And JD Montreal $2.80. Hey, blow Nark a kiss for me. That's for Kay.
Oh, how sweet.
And I'm going to be back in 1 moment.
Narc didn't deserve that. Narc didn't earn that.
The overseas model.
Anyway, good times. New Orleans, well, I wasn't there very long, but I was lucky to escape before Trump hit town because that was going to close the airport and the roads.
Oh yeah, and the 10's the only way to get to the airport. So if that's closed, you're screwed.
But I'll tell you what, and of course it goes right past the Superdome, which we did. But from the port of New Orleans to the airport, when there's no traffic, it's 20 minutes, and that's all it took. New Orleans is a very hard partying town. And so the morning of Super Bowl Sunday, it was hungover and dead, which was lucky for me. Now, we did go to the French Quarter and Bourbon Street the night before. But remember, there was that terror attack. That car drove through there, fucked up all those people. And so what they've done to Bourbon Street, it is a shadow of itself. It's a shame. Because They put up a lot of barriers there. Okay, that's not a big deal. See, it's now like totally.
Yeah.
You couldn't get, but the lights, they put Klieg lights on that thing, so the entire street is at night. It is lit up like it were day, and that completely fucks the atmosphere.
Yeah, that kills the mood. That kills the mood very quickly.
So it's super bright, like football stadium lighting all the way down the street. So really
bad.
fucks it up.
I haven't been back since 2018, so I need to go back.
It was such a fucking party, wasn't it?
Yeah, I lived there for 3 years. So I enjoyed it.
Wow.
You know, for the Brits who don't know about this, it's the only place that you're allowed to have open
About a certain
alcohol.
Patek model, would you consider?
Mark, also Vegas and Reno. We can have it here and there.
So that's interesting. So yeah, party town, obviously. So you were mentioning Michelin star. You have to do Michelin star.
Well, like food. You know, I really like food.
Yeah, it's interesting. So Las Vegas doesn't have a Michelin guide. So none of the restaurants here are Michelin rated, but it doesn't mean that the restaurants aren't at that level.
Oh, yeah,
it
no,
just means
in Vegas?
Yeah, it just means there's no guide.
Vegas is famous for food. It's got great food.
Exactly. So it's interesting. So if there's no guide for a city, then a restaurant, even if it is Michelin star level, cannot receive a star.
I see. Who knew?
Mark, you haven't done celebrity recently.
I've never been on Celebrity.
Hands down, that's what you got to do for
If they
food.
were over 50, they would.
Before COVID, I was on. Before COVID, I was on Princess quite a bit, and Princess had amazing food. But I think the whole
It's taken a huge hit on Princess since
That's
COVID.
what I've heard. That's what I've heard. So I think
Celebrity was better before COVID, and their quality than Princess, and their quality remains the same. It's not better. So
that's what I need next. Good to know.
I do like a lot of the lounges and stuff on the Princess boats. You know, they have some nice,
we paid 10
nice
pounds
areas.
Terry, but here we are. Right, Terry? Where's Archie? Oh, there's Archie.
Did anybody wear any interesting watches on your cruise? Anything that you spotted?
You know what? I'm really glad that you asked that. I went on Norwegian Cruise Line, and I'll be honest with you, that was a little bit like not Walmart at sea, but it was a little bit like Target at sea. So in that whole, I found two Rolexes, but basically it's a crowd looking to squeeze every dollar out of their vacation experience. It wasn't my crowd. Not my crowd.
No, I saw. I always thought I was just in Phoenix for the weekend.
517
I saw a platinum date going through the airport like 30 minutes ago before I headed up here. I was surprised. I don't see too many of those. The only other watch I saw on my fucking vacation was a date dress. I say vacation, more like taking the kids there to do shit they needed to do. But, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't. Listen, they sold some watches aboard. You know, what did they have? They had Hublot. And
everybody has Hublot.
And like Citizen. And that was like it. I wore my gold sub, and one of the watch guys clocked my watch, and he had never even seen a gold sub before.
But see, Hublot goes right back into the Richard Mill comment, and that is someone who's wearing a Hublot could have spent a lot of money on that.
Well, see, the thing is with Hublot, it's unfortunate because the stuff at the bottom really is just overpriced garbage. But then they have some watches that are actually interesting. Like, I really like the Mecha 10. They made it, the Erector set, like, style movement and everything in there. 10-day power reserve. Like, I mean, that's fucking neat.
Hey, Boo.
Hey, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Super Chat. Patel Philippe. $2. Terry, what's your favorite IWC? Make it quick. You got 5 fucking seconds. Okay, next. Hey, Boo. How are you, Keslow?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. He just said he wants to catch up with you and arrange dates.
So I
Okay.
mean, there's not much point contacting him once we're there, Boo.
I hear you. I hear you. Is he? Does he come on the channel? Is he in the chat? How do you know him?
He comes on the morning stream. He comes on the morning stream.
Ah, okay, yeah. We'll set it up.
I don't know his fucking name. I don't know anyone's name. You know me.
I see.
Sorry, just checking. My audio is not completely terrible like yesterday.
The comms.
It's okay.
The comms. I hear you fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I switched phone. I think it was the phone. Piece of shit.
I'm going to actually give that to Tan as well. I'll give that to Tan as well. What did you think of Fella's Ferrari video, Kessler? Is that douchey?
I didn't see it.
Or
I
what?
just tuned in. I did not see.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
see.
Let's play it for you. Is this douchey or what? What did you think?
You know
What's wrong with
strange?
that?
My
What's
brother
wrong with
drives
that?
an S90 Stradale.
And we got a super chat for Terry. JD Montreal, $2.80. Terry, are you part of the G unit?
No. But that Ferrari video is really cool. But my brother owns an SF90 Stradale.
What Ferrari's got?
Your brother
Fella's
owns
got there.
a
What's the car in Fella's video?
Some V12 Ferrari. It doesn't exactly say.
It's the 612 Berlinetta. It's a cabriolet model. But it's not as fast as the SF90 Stradale.
Right. Yeah. So
My
it's like a GT car, right?
Yeah, it's a GT car. It's a cabriolet. Yeah, primarily. A roadster.
Yeah, those
Front
are the
engine.
best. I always like the front engine V12 Ferraris, but yeah.
No.
Don't they? Aren't they? Isn't there like a very wide range in terms of
Well,
you
when
know,
my
desirability?
brother bought his, he was
Oh
on
yeah,
a wedding.
no, they have
list
some
to-
models that are utterly like unsellable these days, and their luxury
the one they lost
strategy for hawking these things has fucked off a lot of their customer base because they're just not when you're forced to buy all the crap that nobody wants and then resell it to get you know what you really want. They're now losing a ton of money on these cars because there's no buyers on the secondary market for some of it, and then that's kind of pissed off their higher end clients. So they've got to rejigger their marketing sales situation.
That's why
because
Jay
it's getting to
Leno
the
stays
point.
away from Ferrari. Jay Leno stays away from Ferrari. He doesn't play the game.
Yeah, but look at Montezummalo did this through the 90s and 2000s, and he did it well. The corporate overlords are fucking, you know, the whole situation up.
Yeah. How does the 599 stack up?
No, Terry, what
That
vintage
is one of
Ferrari
the
to
most
buy?
desirable because it's the last V12 front engine with a manual.
Or if you can afford it. That was Steve McQueen's Ferrari. It sold at auction for $6 million. The 275 GT4.
Hey, Terry, do you watch that guy on YouTube who just bought a 250 GT?
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson. Fuck yeah.
No, he's a normal guy. He's a normal guy. He paid about £150,000 for it. It's a 250 GT. TGE, it's called.
Man, deal for a GT because a 250 GTO. Woo, millions
No,
of
the GTO
dollars.
was very expensive. It was a 250 GT. It's nowhere near as desirable.
It still had to be in pretty rough shape
But
if you got it for that kind of price.
is the 275 GTB4.
No, it was actually pretty. It was restored. It was not. It was quite recent.
Then you're talking about his Porsche, then, aren't you? A
Sorry?
250. I'm trying to think.
Okay, don't worry about it, Terry. It's too much hassle. It's a Ferrari, Terry. It's a Ferrari.
250 GT look like. Hang on. Hang on. Let me see. Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I see. It has a shorter wheelbase than the GTO. Okay. Yeah, that was the one that they used. No, but they used those in a lot of the Tour de France movies because that was used a lot in Tour de France races back in the 60s. So yeah.
Hey, where's Aussie Expat? I got a video for you. It's called "Living on $1 Million a Year in Silicon Valley: Millennial Money." Did you see that, Aussie Expat?
No, is that a 1 million a year in Silicon Valley? Okay, that's pretty hefty even for
sounds like
Silicon
you, doesn't it? That sounds like you, isn't it?
No,
That sounds like
I
you.
earn good money. I don't spend it. I don't. I'm trying to retire. I'm not trying to, blow it. Yeah. My choices right now, as I'm really thinking about, is like how much longer do I work before, and it's mainly about whether or not I want my kids to have to work in their lifetime. That's what I think about.
Super chat.
I think you're overanalyzing things, Aussie Expat.
I probably am.
The worst
But
thing
hey, my wife's retired, so that's the thing.
Did we do this one?
Is the need to work. The worst thing you can do for them is take.
That was
super chat.
That was a Jay Leno.
Here we go. We got. It's time to say goodbye, Terry. Jefferson Exotic has paid off to boot you from the studio, and that is goodbye to you. Good night, nurse. Good night, nurse. He's gone. There we go. $5 from Jefferson Exotic to boot Terry. Thank you for your service. Tan seems to like Terry. I can't fucking stand him. The guy really fucking annoys me. You know, I just be honest with you. He's got this
good on the air. He does love him.
But Archie, he doesn't take social.
He just fucking really annoys me. We got 10 pesto, $2. Terry, string theory or growing block universe? There we go.
Well, you know what, Mike?
I'll go with
that one. Mikey, are you there?
Theory.
Mikey, I know he could answer that.
Oh God.
Oh, Terry,
I've honestly never heard of that second one. That's surprising.
Yeah, well.
Sounds like Minecraft.
Yeah. I got to tell you something. Aussie Expat. Is there any way we could get you into cool cars? So you need a cool car, like something cool.
Maybe in a year or two we'll see.
Ferrari,
at the moment I've decided, no, like, so the thing is, out here, the roads kind of suck. They're all straight, basically, and 7 lanes wide. Like, there's nothing interesting to do with a car. But no, so realistically, the ultimate second vehicle for me.
You could rev your engine up and down the strip like all those other people. You'd be super cool. You just need to get that Richard Mille too.
Right. No, the ultimate second vehicle right now would probably be some sort of truck. So I could do some hunting and stuff and do some off-road stuff here around Vegas.
Subaru, baby, Subaru.
Subaru.
I can't carry a dead deer in the back of a Subaru.
Then you can bring your firearms and everything too. So I find shooting in the mountains is a hell of a lot more fun than going to a range.
Yeah. So at the moment, I've decided to just rent a truck whenever I want to do that. And the Super Duties are only like $60 because nobody wants to drive them.
Oh, that's great. That's a good deal.
And I wish I had the problem that that was uneconomical. As in, I had the time that I was always going out and doing that sort of thing. The reality is I'd be lucky if that happened once a month.
Right, right. No, I will say though, when you get used to driving like a big diesel truck or something like that,
Yeah.
you a lot of times you don't want to go back because you're just sitting up that high and you just have this massive view of everything that's going on, and it's like, yeah, hit me, see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, so I drove the 2500 a couple times now, the Super Duty.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy it. I mean, it's hilarious, but it's not genuinely comfortable. Like, just
well,
it's
so you
ridiculous.
gotta get the right one, because the whole thing is you can make those because they have such a long wheelbase. You can make them ride quite well with depending on how if you're ordering it, how you spec it out. And then the other thing that people make the mistake of is if you buy it just one off the showroom floor, you get these giant 22-inch rims and highway tires that have like no sidewall. So then swap those down to 19-inch rims, put 37-inch tires on there, and then that sidewall helps so much with all the little cracks in the roads and stuff. They actually end up being really comfortable. I mean, my wife's had, air-conditioned seats, heated back seats. The only thing it didn't have was like massaging seats and then air-conditioned back seats. So it's got a sunroof.
Ram interiors are really nice at the high end. I have to admit.
Yeah, it's got a sunroof that's like the entirety of the roof. So, although much like here, Vegas, you're sunny all the time, so that the moon roof is always closed because otherwise you go out to your truck and it's like 1,000 degrees.
Yeah. Well, what I do like about American cars is that they often have like the app features and stuff. You can start the car up before you go out with the app. I've seen.
My favorite part is being able to set the departure time so that when I get up in the morning to go skiing, the car is already warm and I didn't have to worry about remembering to do anything.
Yeah.
Nissan has a remote start option. I know that.
From the app, though? Like, the app's the big deal, I think. Because
I just know 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we bought a new Nissan, a little Cube, and one of the options.
I like the Cube.
One of the options on one of the models
very good.
was a remote start. So you can push the button.
Just hang on a minute there. We don't want to hear about a cheap Cube. This is a luxury channel. We want to talk expensive cars, Mike. We're not interested in the 10-year-old.
We're talking cubes, Archie.
Cube.
We're talking auto
Aussie
start.
expat BMW has fantastic app support.
Archie,
BMW has fantastic app support.
They do.
That's good. That's good.
I've owned a few, and I agree. You're totally right.
The reason I draw a distinction by having an app is that the problem with remote start on, say, your key fob is that you're limited by range, and you typically also don't have confirmation that it actually did start, which matters if you're, say, you've parked in a parking lot, like a multi-level or something like that.
Yeah,
and
true.
So you if you want the car to actually be, you can actually get into it without burning.
And if you have an app, a lot of times, like, you can set multiple departure times so that if you're going someplace at X time on X day and you're doing it consistently, you just program that into the app and it's always ready to go and you never have to remember a thing.
Yeah, mine's just old school. I think it was just designed to be like, as you're walking towards it, you push the button, and instead of using the key, you push the button, from 30 feet or, 50 feet. And back then, I think that's what it was. Today, it's, as you say, they've taken it to 10 different levels higher to where you can set the time.
That's not true. The Toyotas, I think it's still like an $800 option, and it's only within range of how far your key fob would normally work. So it's honestly pretty worthless on the Toyota.
So,
and then the other thing is with Toyota and Lexus, they disabled like a load of features that my buddy's wife used on her RX, and the car wasn't even that old. They just stopped supporting them, and so she couldn't do it anymore, including the remote starting and departure times. Like, she was pissed.
Wow.
Super chat from X-Law. Rolex $2. Uzi got scammed for that gold cat sub. What do you say, Arch? I thought the watch looked great. How did he get scammed? I thought the watch looked fine. It's a beautiful watch. He's a cunt to deal with. Uzi's an absolute fucking cunt to deal with. And there's nothing much you can say about that. He's difficult. Uzi is fucking difficult. We got Patel Philippe $2. Kessler, what does what say about you, Groenfeld? Is Kessler even there? I think he's.
I am here. I am here. I'm muted.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
back. I'm back. What does Groenfeld say about you? It says, I'm deep into the hobby, boys. I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks. I'm going indie. I'm not going mainstream. You know, it's man, winner.
Basically, it's the hardest of the hardcore, right? I mean, that's it. Your sort of end game.
Beating the streets.
That's a connoisseur, to say the least.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to jump. Got to figure out food for the kids. Glad to see you, Joe. What a great panel. Good, well done, Arch.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
It's funny, I've never met someone that's on to Groenfeld.
No, I've never met anyone either. Ken Fresno, $5. Big boy, I need to ask Terry about synthetic covered call option ETFs that pay monthly dividends. What do I do now? No idea. Synthetically covered call options.
We'll ask him tomorrow.
No idea.
We'll ask him tomorrow.
We'll ask him tomorrow. Yeah. Guys, I gotta wrap this show up soon because I gotta start packing and get the fuck out of Dodge. It's time to leave. Look at the room. I've actually, look at this, guys. I have already started packing everything here. Look.
Pack up your bags.
And off you go. Look at that. The bed has got, I've just got to put that stuff away. I'm out of here. I got one set of clothes. I'm going to have a shower and a lie down and a shave. And I'm getting out of Dodge.
It's depressing.
Shower.
Take it easy, though.
Yeah, so I've had a great time here. I'm really looking forward to go to Geneva soon. Kessler, tell us what we got planned. You got to get in touch with the leads I sent you. He wants to show you around.
You're connecting me with someone it's your friend. I don't even know this person. You didn't even know his name. You want me to contact this guy and meet up? We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Talk to you. I don't even know the guy.
Archie, your audio.
Just say, hey, how can...
You're cutting out.
The comms.
Your audio.
His data
sucks,
limits
Archie.
reached. On the last day, he's used up all the gigs on his China SIM card.
Yeah.
They're cutting out.
Yeah, I tell you, Kessler, you're
We'll
going
make
to
it
work out
happen.
whether he's any use to us. You decide whether he's any use to us. I don't know, Kessler.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
You got to tell me, Kessler. I don't know, man.
I don't know. You don't have the best track record here. Mark Goldberg told me some stories, so I'm hesitant.
Yes. Well, anyhow, I've done my bit. I've been the conduit. Marky, I've been the conduit, okay?
You have been the conduit.
Seriously, do you really get put off by a Richard Mill, Marky? What do you think of a Richard Mill?
Me? No, I don't care about it one way or the other. It's sort of like me thinking about, I don't know. let's see, a Tesla Cybertruck. It's a little in the same category. It's like a kind of a fuck off piece, but you have to be willing to fuck off all your money. You know, doesn't bother me.
I got to tell you, I think I prefer my Breguet chronograph to that Richard Mille.
Well, I must say I would probably have a Richard Mille over your Breguet if I could spend $500,000 on a watch, but you know I can't, and I don't even think about it. Like that's what
you get it for 100,000, Mark.
I wouldn't do it. It's not
100,000.
It's not for me. I have excuse me money. I don't have fuck you money. I have an abrupt excuse me net worth.
What's excuse me? What's excuse you money? What's excuse you?
Means like get out of my way, please. Not like I can't steamroll you over. You might be rich. You know. Actually,
I see.
Jimmy has it.
Yes.
Jimmy called it. This is true.
I think excuse me money is you're still working. You know, fuck you money is you don't have to work anymore.
I don't have to work, but I'd love to work. You know what, Kelso, I have this theory because I heard Ozzy talking about retirement, and that's a concept I don't quite understand. You're either making money or spending money. Just pick whatever phase of life you're in, and I prefer to make it. And that way I can spend it without thinking twice. But at a certain point, when you retire, then you're just living, you're just conserving. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I love to work. I love my work. I'm never stopping. One day I'm going to drop dead and some dog is going to look at me and go, get up. What are you doing? But you know what? He'll have been prepaid, so I will be okay.
I see.
You know, dog trainers never die because we always heal. Get it?
Uh-huh.
I understand. I understand.
We gotta let Terry back to say we
was
love
having
Terry.
issues. I don't know if you can.
Oh, you've gotten rid of him. You know, the issue was, Terry, you got kicked off. That was the issue. But I did try and let him on, Archie, to just say hello, but I guess you weren't having it. All right, Tan, just so you know, boss, I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Okay, we'll add him on. Add him on. Add him on. There you go. You can.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Is it okay? So the
you have a
one
question?
thing. That's all right. I don't think you did. I have 3 computers, and sometimes I can get reception on one, but I can't on the other one. Right?
I understand. Welcome back, Terry. Welcome back.
Thank you. I had a particular Patek question for Archie really quickly. Anyways,
yes,
you said something last night yesterday about the Patek chronographs. The particular question I had about a Patek was the reference number 5172G chronograph, the one with the navy blue dial and the one with the navy blue alligator band.
Beautiful.
It's quite pricey. And
beautiful
England,
watch.
it
Go
sells
on.
for about close to 78,000 pounds. In America, it sells for close to $130,000. What is your question of input on that? Would you ever consider buying it?
I don't buy new. See, I wait until they have a 5173 or 5179 to replace that one. And I buy it when it's out of fashion. That's everything I buy that's what I do. Remember, watches were very big and oversized. Now I'm in that mindset because that was 10 years ago. I now buy the leftovers that people have moved on from. So
third and
the
fourth
honest
hand.
answer
Third and
is
fourth hand.
that's
the only reason why I bring that
exactly. So I buy it when it's not cool. I buy things when they're not cool. You know what I mean? It's like your wardrobe. It's like your toys.
In the last 3 years.
There's no point buying something that's super. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather buy that Breguet chronograph with 2 movements than a 5172.
Well, no,
it's got two movements at a different frequency. Two movements, different frequency. That is so much superior. But that paddock is still absolutely beautiful. Okay.
The one that plays music.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
No, it's funny,
okay?
Archie. That comment about buying this stuff out of fashion also reminds me of Ed Bullion, the VinWiki guy. He always says, you know, buy your supercars like you won the lottery 10 years ago.
And that's the one that plays music you're talking about? It plays a melody?
Yeah, exactly. I love that shit. That stuff is so cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's like, with the movement. I know it's two separate in-house mechanisms, but would that be on the same level of quality as your World Time, or would that be on the same level of quality as your Jaeger Lakota Reverso where it had the skeleton back? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I think that's amazing. They're all amazing things, but man, I'm not paying fucking retail for any of this shit.
Yeah.
It's too... I buy things at the arse end. I don't buy them. Guys, with that said, we need to wrap this fucker up. I got to get out of Dodge. I want to thank everybody who super chatted. Hey, thank you, Terry. I love you, man. No offense. I love you. I love Mikey. I love all you guys. I love you guys. We got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. Terry, what's your favorite Patek besides the 5172?
The Calatrava. Calatrava.
Good answer.
And we got Patel Philippe, $2. Terry, top 3 British car brands of all time.
Rolls Royce, Jaguar.
Morris, Triumph. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Done. Okay, guys. And Uzi's Playhouse, $5. Pontiff tax paid. Thank you. Guys, we want to thank everyone for coming on. Let's go through the list of supporters. We had Watchnik, Patel Philippe, Patrick Bateman, Patel Philippe, 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 Mobster, fella. Congratulations on the Ferrari, fella. That is a fucking cool Ferrari. Fuck the Richard Mille. The Ferrari is cool. Man, if you got a gold Breguet, I would be in awe, fella. Get a Breguet. Get a Breguet, fella. Patel Philippe, Jefferson Exotic, Patel Philippe, fella. Patel Philippe, Rich Mitch, JD Montreal, Mobster, Patel Philippe, fella. Patel Philippe, Rolex, JD Montreal, Patel Philippe, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, JD Montreal, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Jefferson Exotic, Ken Fresno, Rolex, Patel Philippe, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Uzi's Playhouse, and Uzi's Playhouse. That's the show for today. Tomorrow, no show. I'm flying. I'll be back in 2 days' time. See you later, guys. See you later. Have a great rest there, guys. See you later.
Cheerio, boy.
Cheerio.
Archie Luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind a family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxy show. Archie flies where the dragon soared to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Light brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost, but he's not alone. In old Shenzen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Light, they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags, and off you go. He's not showing up to New York Watch Show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. Through romance, Mrs. Light, until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home, he's chasing new Asian delights. Pack up your bags, and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Light until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground. Comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust. Has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags, and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Light until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags, and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York Watch Show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Light until his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate 10 gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags, and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York Watch Show. Archie flies where the dragons soar. To romance Mrs. Light until his balls